Hey guys, Mika here, and got another Divine here. Absolutely love Divines. Always so stoked and excited to get another one here at Ukulele Friend. And this one is quite the beauty, and I love it. So, this one is built by Master luthier Eric Devine. He hails on the very isolated island here in Hawaii, Molokai. And yeah, he only builds 12, 14 instruments a year. So his stuff's pretty rare. Not too many out there on the market. So it's always nice to see one come here at Ukulele Friend. And this is a tenitone. So tenitone is one of those things that Eric has created or coined. And it's basically a hybrid between a tenor and a baritone. So tenitone. So the scale length from the nut to the saddle is 18 inches. So usually when you have a tenor, you have 17, 17 and a quarter. You have a baritone, 19, 20 inches. So he went ahead and made a hybrid. So you can see the body is not quite a baritone size, but it's not a tenor size. So you have that hybrid body, but then you also have the hybrid scale length, which is the 18 inches. So this means that the fretboard is slightly bigger. Again, it's right in the middle, slightly bigger than a tenor, but smaller than a baritone. So when I play this, like if I was blindfolded, I would feel like, oh, okay, the frets are a little spaced out a little further apart. So just important to note with this tenitone model. But what's really awesome about this model or this hybrid is that you can go ahead and tune it to high G or high G standard tuning ukulele, which is GCEA. This has a low string on it, but you can tune it to your standard GCEA standard ukulele tuning, or you can tune it to what we have it right here, which is what we call the B flat tuning. So B flat tuning meaning that to the C string, this is the B flat note. So you have, I believe, an F note, a B flat, a D, and a G. So in music theory terms, all the G, C, E, A is tuned down a whole step or one letter down. So G turns to F, the C turns to B flat, the E turns into D, and then the A turns into a G. So this is a B flat tuning. You can go as far as tuning it down all the way to a baritone, but the strings might get a little too floppy for this particular model. So you can try it, but it's what makes this model very versatile because you can tune it to baritone. My favorite is to have it in this B flat tuning because it's just oozing with warmth and tone, and it's what makes Eric's uke so special and unique out there. So yeah, so here on the front we have beautiful redwood. We got some of that darker streaks and color here on the bottom of the body, and then here on the sides and back, beautiful Brazilian rosewood, kind of a more browner color. Brazilian can range from darker browns to lighter browns to purple and all of those really nice colors. So this one's more on the browner side right here. It's matched really nicely with beautiful curly coal binding here on the bottom, as well as the top of the instrument. Got your side part right here with the coal binding. And here on the top, so to my knowledge, I believe Eric's one of, or not the only ukulele builder. Again, to my knowledge, there's probably 1,000 builders out there where he uses opal as a material for his purfling. So a lot of builders like to use like mother of pearl or abalone shell. Eric, which is why I love his instruments or the aesthetics of his instrument, he uses opal as the material. So here you have a primarily blue opal, but there's a hint of like some green stones in there as well. So we'll just call it blue opal all the way around the body, right here on the sides of the bridge right here, all over the fretboard, kind of wrapped around in the perimeter on the fretboard. And then you have your fret markers here as well. It's kind of like a diamond or like a gemstone kind of shape. So you have it on fret 3, 5, 7, 10, double and 12, 15, and 17. And here on the sides, you also have your fret markers 3, 5, 7, 10. Eric likes to do this black little strip on the 12th fret right here, and then 15 and 17. As you can see here, the binding of the fretboard is done in that curly coil as well, just like the body itself. And then here on the rosette, we have this kind of really cool, unique shape that wraps around the sound hole. Notice that the sound hole is smaller than a traditional sound hole on most ukuleles. But yeah, you have this cool rosette right here which is Brazilian. And then what's cool is that it could just be a lighting thing in here, but this gives off more of a green, like primarily green opal with bits of blue versus all of this is definitely more blue with some of green. So it's almost like he swapped it here in the rosette. So really nice. And then I just caught this right here that you also had that little nice design here on the bottom as well in that blue and green opal. We got Brazilian bridge, fretboard, as well as headstock, slotted headstock. You got the V for the DeVine logo, as well as that blue opal here on the top. And then you have Waverly tuners on the side, silver and black, or the black tuning pegs, silver geared. Then you have a gloss finish neck with a mahogany neck. Like I said, slotted headstock, and then even on the heel cap right here is Brazilian. So yeah, really nice. I love Eric's instruments because they're very light. Like it doesn't feel heavy or thick or dense or anything. And what's cool too is that, again, because this is a hybrid between a tenor and a baritone, you would think, oh, it's bigger, so it should be heavier, but it still feels nice and light. So when you have like a light instrument like this, you get a really nice resonant kind of sound because it's a lighter build. So Eric stuff, I just love how warm and just, it's literally the definition of like a bear hug where you just feel nice and safe and secure and you just feel really good. Now I will admit too that it helps that when you're in the B flat tuning, you are tuned lower, so the pitches that you're hearing are lower, but you get this just such a beautiful, warm, round sound. So for me, I have a nail on my thumb, so I can dig into that A string or the G string on the bottom, or string 1. Beautiful vibrato. So I can dig into it and still get a bright sound, but when you just play really lightly, it's just such a nice, balanced, warm, rounded sound. It just sounds so good. Just like oozing water. You're just swimming in warmth. It's really like the perfect fingerstyle uke, and especially like if you love to noodle and you just kind of like to pick up an ukulele, you know, take a C chord, an F chord, and a G7 chord. You kind of just like to just something real basic, just noodling, but it just sounds so good. If you go in the middle of the fretboard, again, it just makes me feel so good inside, and I just love the warmth of it, and perfect noodling instrument. Like for me myself, I don't really strum too much on a DeVine. Not saying you can't, but like for me, I just think of it as just like the perfect fingerstyle uke, especially again if you love to noodle. So let me go ahead and have fun. Be selfish and have fun on this sound sample. So here we go. So sweet, so nice. So here is what this DeVine sounds like with some strumming. So light strumming. Here we go.